Hi guys, in this video I will talk about the Kazeros speedrun, the first mode speedrun, about the ranking and levers and KR ranking now board, 1 minute is needed, and the tips and tactics and combat scores. So first, Kazeros the first mode speedrun reward is before last week. So KR server the first mode speedrun is end at January 7th, so that before week ranking give you the permanent symbol and profile effect. But before the last week, so nowadays or today in KR now, it just give you the 1 week duration profile effect. The most important thing is just last week length. So if your party want to do it, thinking the mistake or retry cases, just do the many practice and start the speedrun rank record before the 2 to 3 week is also okay. And if you go in-game, you can see the rank 1 to 100 in the in-game board. Reward is divided in rank 1, rank 2 to 10, and rank 11 to 30. It only gives the reward to until rank 30, and 3 types, only rank 1, and top 10, top 30. These have same reward types, so symbol and profile effect, but just shape and effect is different. So about the combat score recommendation for the first mode speedrun. All informations are based on the KR server, so maybe because of difference of the duration about the character reinforced, maybe in global server it can be different a little. So 4K to 4.5K combat score party. One try, one clear normally see the 35 to 40 minute clear record. Except some classes like the artillerist or demonic in KR server, which users are very low, small, and class is very bad. It is impossible to see rank 13, and in near no additional tactic is needed. You guys can just do as the first mode first clear. So no additional tactic is needed vs try case. And for the 3 to 4.8K combat score party, one try, one clear normally see the 32 to 35 minutes. Some classes can see the rank 30. And if party classes are good at burst, can do the gate 1 500 HP skip tactic is possible. But it is very important that all class should be good at burst case. And combat score for that 8K to the 5.3K, 5.3K, one try, one clear, can see the 28 to 32 minutes. Many class can do the top rank 30, and now burst tactic in gate 1 500 HP skip is possible even if your class is bad. And now other tactics. Until here, just no special tactic is needed, but start with this step. Some special tactic is needed based on your party synergy, party combinations, or party damage. And 5.3K to 5.5K. One try, one clear can see the near 25 minutes. Top 10 is possible for almost class, and all class can do the rank 30 except some supporters. 5.5K to 5.8K. One try, one clear can see near the 22 minutes. Top 10 is possible. For some class, rank 1 is also possible. And more than them, to Esther, near 19 minutes is possible. In here, there is no record that on near the 19 minutes, but if these members go the practice and record it, almost 90 minutes is possible. But because of some literal case, record is not yet. So normally snipe rank 1 users do this type of party. So this is the 2 days, so December 14th KL ranking board and end with January 7th. You can see this red line classes is very hard to get in the top 30, and black word is just normal classes, and blue is very easy to get in top 30. As you can see, in top 1 case, because if that class have some rare users, very 20 to 22 minutes is normally happen. But based on class user members, how many users are there in that classes, and that class is good at the first mode or not, based on that information, the top 10, yes, record become very different. You can see that in Barker case, because of this is also new class. It is almost 30 minutes, but other classes near the 25 minutes, and red line classes is 23 minutes. And top 30 is normally, you can see, red blank line meaning without high combat score. If you guys just one try, one clear without mistake, nobody deaths, then you guys can do the top 10, top 30, it meaning the black line. Red line meaning it is impossible with low combat score go the top 30 without any mistake and death because there are so high record for them. The top 100 case, except some classes whose the population is very high, like Lancer or Paladin or Bard, most of classes is just success the speedrun meaning top 10, top 100, but there is no meaning with top 100 because no reward. Next thing is the other classes. This you can see that demonic and artillerist case, showing the very easy to do the top 1 and also top 10. Just it's my record, 34 minutes is the top 10, and top 30 is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Only 38% in the top 10 board, top 100 board, except 8% who do the speedrun ending. All of artillerist users can get the rewards end of the January 7th. So, based on class, record is very different. Why? Until 30-minute party in here, except the stagger, there is no reason to gate cap the person with class. But under 30 minutes is wanted that record, no reason to take the bad class in the first most speedrun except he is your static group or friend. For example, I want to go the 25 minutes, but 2 persons come. One is Slayer, one is Artillerist. I know that DPS is Slayer is higher than Artillerist. Also, Stagger case, Slayer is better than Artillerist. There is no reason for me to take that Artillerist rather than Slayer. So, because of these issues, many artillerists impossible to go the party with that low time target parties. That's why artillerist case very low persons length and the ranking top 30 and top 10 is very easy. Also the users is very low. So for example, combat score for the 5k Slayer DPS is higher than 5k to 60k demonic or artillerist in the first month and Tricion. So it is still happen after balance patch also. That's why bad class is very hard to go the speedrun. Also you can see, except Valkyrie, supporter is very hard to in the ranking board, also meaning the top 100. So that's why last supporter issue is very big in the first most speedrun. For example, if your party combat score near 8k, I said you 1 try 1 clear meaning 28 minute record. But support dealer case 28 meaning 8 minute meaning the most of classes top 30 have the meaningful record for the reward. But Bard case impossible to top 30, Paladin also impossible, Artist also impossible to get the top 30 rewards. That's why low combat skill party is very hard to gather the supporter. The recommendation for gather the supporter is first make the friend or first static group and help him many times. Or next is supporter user should also go to practice for the speedrun. In that season, take that supporter and go to speedrun practice and clear it very fast with fortune. Then you can record some times in the speedrun ranking. And if your class is very easy to rank like the artillerist or demonic, that length can give you the rewards. My case also, my before record is 54 minutes. A record is happen before the 1 months. But it is still the 24 rank until today. Possible to get the rewards. So there are the 2 tactics like this. Because that for bad class 30 minutes is top 10, but for Bard 30 minutes is out of chart top 100. That's why you should do well to your city group supporter and to go speedrun if you're a bad class. And also for gathering the person in KR server now, what's the most important that data is gate 1 DPS, gate 2 DPS, stagger in gate 1 700 HP patterns, and stagger at end of 2.3, end of 2.2 is used now as the data to gather the persons. And added tactic in speedrun. Under further 3k, no special tactic is needed, just do as the try. If your party combat skill near further 5k, can start the gate 1 500 HP pattern for just guard skip, can save some times. But in this case, you guys cannot use the time stop anymore in the gate 1 first, so retry possibility will be higher, so some practice is needed. So if your party combat score for the 8k plus, now supporter use engraving which able to use dark grenade 8 times, so I meaning that engraving that make you use the more dark grenade more than 3 times. Read Lilac book. So in gate 1, only supporter use the dark grenade and others dealer use the wheel grenade for the 700 HP pattern and can use this wheel grenade twice. In gate 2, two supporter use the Lilac engraving, 16 dark grenade, and one dealer who should go the 2.3 last pattern as scout, so cannot use the wheel grenade at the last pattern, should take the dark grenade. So 19 dark grenade is possible in your party, and other use the wheel grenade in the 2.1 node pattern, 2.2 300 HP pattern, 2.3 last patterns. Also, if your party snipe ranking run, use other pin in gate 1 and gate 2 is needed. Recommended tactic. In gate 1, use other fin for skip 500 HP pattern is very recommended because if you practice many times, no dangerous pattern is happen. But in gate use gate 2, use time stop is recommended before you guys make the record with one try, one clear. Because it is very long time run late in gate 2, so other fin efficiency is bad than gate 1. Also with time stop, you can save so many deaths, like the Angry Bird pattern or the star patterns. So I recommend you time stop before the one try, one clear success. And if your party make the record with the one try, one clear, then use the auto fin in gate 2, also best sequence. Then let's talk about the 500 HP skip pattern, how to do it. In the first mode, 500 HP give you the 13 seconds damage time after casting to the first just guard. But boost shield is not appeared right after casting. Shield is appeared after 1.5 seconds later, so in near your damage time is 11.5 seconds. So leader should use the Ninab right after casting because of the Ninab castings, then Ninab damage is go to the shield. And use the +1 also right after you can use, because if you use the +1 very slow, +1 is not hit the shield, almost it's failure. The leader case, plus enough right after see the cutscene, and +1 also right after you can use it. Dealer should give the 25 billion damage to boss with Ninab 3+1. So if you want to test, you can do it. Don't go the speed run and waste your time. I'll show you how to test it very easily. Just go Trishun and record time 13 seconds. And I said you, shield is appeared 1.5 seconds later, so damage time is only record at 3 to 13 seconds. And if you have many limit skill or summon skill like the artillery's turret, that types of skill can give the damage 2 seconds more. Because after failure of Just Guard, because you guys failed deleting the shield, player deaths die after 2 seconds. Because Kazeros not kill the player right after failure of Just Guard, they grab it and death. So that grab take the 2 seconds. In this timing, summoned things or fuller attack can give the damage to the boss. And if you success to destroy all shield at that timing, boss save you. Just gimmick is cleared. So I will show you the real case in the late, and then my Trishun how to record it. So 500 pattern is here. So 500 pattern. So important thing is in 500 HP pattern, you guys should have your all ults or your identity and hyper skills. So please make the your own deal code. So in artillery's case, still lane cooldown is 70 seconds, very long. So normally I don't use the still lane anymore at 530 HP, and I need the wheelchair identity start with the 500 HP pattern. So with 510 HP, I don't use the wheelchair anymore. So it is important to don't use your big skills before the 500 HP pattern is started. So after that, floor attacks cutscene is started. And you can see right after cutscene, there's no shield, and that gun lancer used the Nina right after cutscene, and you can see, oh, it is skipped. If you see very slowly with YouTube that options, no shield is happened right after I used the hyper ult. Let's see. Yes, in this timing. No shield is happened. So give the big damage in this timing, just waste your skill damage. So give the big damage in this timing and use Adolphine also. And if you success to delete the shield in this timing, you guys don't need to do the just guard, avoid, counter, the waste of time. So now let's talk about then how to check my damage. It is 25 billion in 13 seconds, but in here in Tritium, there is no supporter buff, partitioners, Adolphine damage, food damage increasement, or attack speed bonus, so just give the speed absorption with the legendary, no relic bookcase. Then your attack speed is same with the supporter. And then I said you start of the 1.5 seconds, there is no damage time because there is no shield. So make your own build is important, very important, but use the skill which have the very high skill delay at start of skill, or some synergy or fulfilling identity is important. So let's start check the damage. So in my case, 13 seconds. I use these two type first, and end of this hyper ult, shield is appeared because 4 seconds is gone. And use these skills. So this damage time is end in this timing, and you guys can see, yes. Our save is PPT. In my case, I use synergy and fulfill identity. 2 seconds shield appeared. Use hyper ult is 4 seconds, end of cutscenes, and now all damage possible. So I give 12 billion damage in 13 seconds, but I said you with summoned skill or full attack have 2 seconds more damage time. So as a result, I give the 13 billion damage in the I can give 13 billion damage in 500 HP patterns. But you can see it is without supporter buff or food or practitioners, dark grenade, Adolphine. Normally you guys can think that the Tritium damage multiplies to the 5 to 3 is normally your in-game damage. Why? If I use the still lane in this Tritium, yes, damage is just 27 billion, but with full buff in the real late, I normally see the 10 billion. So Tritium still lane is 25 billion. Maybe without Adolphine stack right before the Tritium case, let's think it is the 33 billion. And near late case, normally I see the 100 to 110 billion damage. So it is almost multiple 3. But in here, it is different based on your supporter specs. But for the save, let's just think its damage is needed multiplied to the 5 to the 3 for the save. Then in this case, if you can give the just 10 billion damage in Tritium, you guys can do as one man damage in skip 500 pattern. But in here, it is very safe case. I said you, in your case, multiply 4 is also possible. because of this is non-atropine and non-recurrent case damage. If I use the atropine, yes, multiply 4.5 to the 5 is also possible. So, thinking, if your party check, say your dealers, party dealers, do this type of practice in Tritium, give the damage and calculate, and then check. And if your party or dealer can give the more than 100 billion, 10 billion in your that. Oh, sorry, I mistake this. If you guys can, dealer can give the 10 billion in 13 seconds, your party is possible to skip the 500 pattern. It is very important tip. And next, other tips about why use real grenade, not dark grenade. In gate 1, 700 HP is personal gaming, and in this timing, we cannot give the damage to the boss. So want to reduce that damage loss timing, so with real grenade, stagger time is faster than non-real grenade case, so can give the more damage time, and more faster record is possible. And with engraving that 2 supporter use relic battle item plus engraving, 16 dark grenade is enough in gate 1 for the combat score for the 8k plus party. In gate 2, also why use the real grenade? Want to avoid the risk of retry because of stagger issues, or the most risky case is the 2.2 300 HP pattern. If all men take the many stack, bump with the stagger issues, and 2.3 if many people shoot down, then bump with the stagger issues. Let's block that cases. So that's why we use the real grenade in gate 2 also. In here, 19 dark grenade is enough for the 4.8 plus party in gate 2 also. Why? In gate 2.1, just use 1 dark grenade, then possible to make the 0 HP before go the desert. And that dealer just use another 18 in 2.2 and 2.3 is enough. Other tactics. Don't use the hidden armor in 0 HP pattern, just use 3 plus 1. Because of that hidden cutscene, take the more time if your party is strong. And don't use Shandy in node pattern, not for the destroy the red floor armor pattern, but just right after stagger is started for the more damage. These 2 type is the other tactics. And in here, the most important thing is the pattern fortune in gate 1 and gate 2.2 and 2.3. So thank you for watching and have a good fortune with your speedrun ranking run. Thank you.